Welcome to OG's News, your source for the latest news from your favorite brands, sponsored by Iggy's. I'm your host, the POPthusiast, three-time Guinness World Record Holder for the largest Funko Pop collection, and in this episode, our Merchmas series continues with a focus on Sonic the Hedgehog, with the new movie coming out right around the corner. Also, several new apparel lines featuring Mortal Kombat, Adventure Time, Star Wars, and more, and we unveil several new collaborations to include Barbie, Care Bears, Rick and Morty, just to name a few. So, let's get into it. Now, I can remember back in 1991 when Sega, the gaming company, introduced us to Sonic the Hedgehog on the Sega Genesis. And they had hopes that he would become the mascot of Sega and would capture the hearts of fans all around the world. And I think 34 years later, it's safe to say that Sonic is here to stay. As a third feature film debuts just a couple weeks away on December 20th. And think about the star power and the actors in this movie. Jim Carrey as Dr. Eggman, Keanu Reeves as Shadow, Ben Schwartz as Sonic. And in advance of this movie release, several brands have announced new Sonic media and products. And let's start with Nickelodeon. According to licensingsource.net, WildBrain has signed a deal with Paramount to bring the hit series Sonic Prime to Nickelodeon. The deal will include 22 half-hour episodes and 1 hour-long special, starting in the US and Australia December 7th, then in Italy December 23rd, and in other countries in 2025. Sonic Prime debuted on Netflix in 2022 with 3 seasons, capturing the adventures of Sonic in the Shatterverse and alternate dimension shenanigans. Next in Sonic news, Toy Topic is expanding their Sonic plush line across Europe to include a core plush in small, medium, large, and super large sizes, in addition to accessories like bracelets and plush backpacks. Centum Books, popular for their Tin of Books sets, announced a deal with Sega to create the Sonic the Hedgehog Tin of Books, which includes several sticker sheets, books, and activities related to the Sonic Hedgehog universe. Also, Reebok announced a collaboration with Sega to create Sonic 3 footwear. The collection, available now, features a range of exciting footwear styles inspired by Sonic, Knuckles, and Tails for both kids and adults. According to Reebok.com, the Sonic 3 Reebok collaboration honors the new film with a high-contrast take on Reebok's fast and springy Float Zig 1 running shoe, while involving Knuckles via a furry rendition of the classic and sturdy Club C Revenge court sneaker. And finally, if you're going to see Sonic 3 in the theaters, make sure to pick up one of those awesome popcorn buckets. This time, it's a bucket molded in the shape of Sonic's head, and it features a hinge on the top where you can scoop the popcorn out. Now, I have almost the full set of Sonic the Hedgehog pops right here in front of me. We're going to take a few minutes and look at these in honor of the movie that's coming out. So the very first set of Sonic the Hedgehog pops were these weird looking guys right here. So these were the very first pops. They're now vaulted, but you can tell they're the kind of the old Funko body and look. So here is the first Sonic the Hedgehog, kind of goofy looking, and he does not stand up at all. Then we have Tails. That doesn't look too bad. The one that they made since looks better. But this one, definitely cool to have. And then the first version of Knuckles, also kind of odd. So the next round of Sonic Pops that they came out with a handful of years later was kind of the classic Sonic holding one of the rings behind his back and kind of pointing his finger out. So you can tell if you compare the old Sonic with the newer version of Sonic, you can tell which one looks a lot better. Then there's Sonic holding one of the green gems. Then there's a cool pop where Sonic is running, so they actually have the red lines around his feet to kind of signify that he's super speed running. Now they also have a Sonic where the rings are scattering around him. That was a PX exclusive. I do not have that one, but that's super cool. There's also a Werehog Sonic. So this was a version of Sonic when he got some energy. I can't remember exactly how it happened, but he gets super strength but loses his speed. So here is the Werehog Sonic. And then the only other Knuckles and Tails pops that they came out with since the first ones were these flocked or fuzzy exterior versions. So both, I believe, were Target exclusives, but here they are. So really cool looking. And again, they have an outer furry coating. A couple other versions of Super Sonic. So this one is the same mold with the ring in the back, just a yellow version of that Sonic mold. And then we have here Sonic in midair, another Super Sonic. And they've also come out with some other side characters. So here is Silver Hedgehog. Really cool. Two versions of Shadow. So we have Shadow just regular, and then we have Shadow holding the little buddy Chaos. And then a recent pop that just came out, here is Amy with her big hammer. And on the villain side, we do have Dr. Eggman or Dr. Robotnik, whichever you prefer. But here is the very first Dr. Eggman pop. There's also a Dr. Eggman in one of his robots. This was a pop ride. Again, my favorites are pop rides. So this was a really, really cool pop ride in this mechanical device and has a big hammer on the front. And then we have two versions of the metallic Dr. Robotnik or Eggman versions of Sonic and Knuckles, Metal Sonic and Metal Knuckles. So the robotic version, evil versions of each of these characters. These are really, really awesome and are recent Comic-Con exclusives. So here is the Metal Sonic and the Metal Knuckles. Next up, we have a few collaborations from the sneaker world to mention in our Footwear Fusion segment. There's a collaboration between Clarks and Pokemon is returning, featuring an autumn-winter collection showcasing several Pokemon to include Charizard and Mewtwo. According to licensingsource.net, each shoe is crafted to reflect the unique personality and color palette of each Pokemon. This season's designs include premium leather and suede options, textured collars, TPU printed labels with pixel art of each character, and Chark's signature thick soles. Also, the legendary golfer Tiger Woods announced his first golf shoe under his new Sunday Red label. Focused on performance and aesthetics, the shoe has a premium full grain leather upper pattern accented by a French cord detail, signature tiger stripe debossed pattern in the heel counter, inspirational quotes in the sock liner, and a spike design for optimal performance, mimicking a tiger's footprint. This launch comes less than a year since Tiger broke with longtime sponsor Nike. Now, if you're still looking for the perfect gift for your loved ones, you're definitely cutting it close, but these apparel brands have got you covered. First, Shein has recently announced several licensed clothing lines, starting with Mortal Kombat. Check out some of these hoodies and accessories, bringing a modern take on iconic Mortal Kombat designs. Look at that bag, that's a huge bag. Also available is their Scooby-Doo apparel line for both kids and adults, and I absolutely love this Scooby-Doo hoodie. And there's also an Adventure Time line, as you can see some designs here with a Jake hoodie, a Finn and Jake dress, an awesome jacket. Really, really cool stuff and really, really cool pops. And the global fashion retailer Benetton rolled out an apparel line inspired by Tweety Bird and other Looney Tune characters. The line includes several sweatshirts and t-shirts for all ages. Also available, The Gap launched a new Star Wars line to include 52 pieces and accessories. According to License Global, the exclusive collection is an elevated and edgy expression of the iconic films with dark colors, unique washes, and graphic details. Available for all ages, the line includes vintage soft hoodies and joggers, the classic Gap logo reimagined, and photorealistic graphic tops and accessories. And finally, the Anti-Social Club partners with Coca-Cola to drop a holiday apparel collection, combining the nostalgic and popular Coca-Cola holiday heritage with Anti-Social's cultural commentary and streetwear aesthetics. Key collection highlights include the Coca-Cola Bear hoodies featuring the Anti-Social Club logo on the front and the bear on the back, and several tees with Santa Claus with the words "Drink Coca-Cola." Sizes range from extra small to 2XL and can be purchased exclusively on antisocialclub.com. And our final segment features several recent notable collaborations that are just freaking cool. To start, Mattel and Cloudco Entertainment have partnered to create a new series featuring Barbie and Chelsea dolls dressed as their favorite Care Bears. Who knew this is what we needed, but we do. The plush animal costume is removable and reveals a Barbie or Chelsea doll styled as one of three Care Bears: Cheer Bear, Share Bear, or Grumpy Bear. Also included are a skirt, headband, shoes, and matching mini Care Bear friend. There's also a reversible plush top that turns into a soft, oversized fleece jacket and a flippable costume head that transforms into a bed for the mini friend. The series will be rolling out in all markets in the first quarter of 2025. Next, everyone's favorite lover of spinach, Popeye, celebrates his 95th anniversary with several new product collaborations to include collectible watches, energy drinks, and premium collectibles. Some items of note are a limited edition mini art collectible set by Saturday Morning Cards, an anniversary edition powdered energy drink bundle by Player Ammo in the UK, and a Popeye and Friends inspired jewelry collection by Noche in the US. Mattel also announced a new Little People set featuring the award-winning anime series Rick and Morty. The set includes Rick holding his portal gun, Morty holding his reset device, and Summer holding a cell phone. And Play-Doh announced a collaboration with Star Wars with new sets featuring the Mandalorian, Grogu, Luke Skywalker, and Darth Vader. The Mandalorian set includes figures, tools to create gear and ammo, and a launchable speeder. The Luke and Darth Vader set lets fans recreate battles between them with bendy figures, lightsabers, and Play-Doh tools. And once again, KFC comes through with another unexpected collaboration, this time with Build-A-Bear, offering a limited edition 4-piece collection of bears outfitted in various KFC branded apparel and accessories. These include a KFC bucket costume, a KFC plush chicken wristy, and a KFC pajama outfit. KFC has been on a roll lately with their partnerships, and you don't want to miss this one. So that's it for this episode of OG's News. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel for future video alerts. Thanks again to our sponsor, Iggy's, and thank you for watching. Hope you have a wonderful holiday, and we'll see you next time.